Okay, what of you? Sneaky, Blizzard World,
I've been your off
tryouts for
support, your main
dramatic.
tank, your projectile DPS. I got
You're a
everything.
jack of all trades.
Smile. That's why I'm
Were
a
you
coach.
were you McCree on the last Ilios map we played?
Oh
my god, mute!
Did you fucking dog?
What are we running?
Volk, were you McCree on last Ilios map? Or is that somebody else?
Okay, I'm back.
That was me.
Ha! I
What are we
bullied you
running?
so hard.
What are we ready?
We're running a standard, so run. Other DPS can be like a Hanzo to combo with
Oh,
grab
can I
and.
have
What? You want it? You want the?
Okay, if this is your comp, I don't know if you're gonna switch it up. You've got like heavy brawl, so it's not. You've just got the Ryan Zarya, which is a good tank combo. Then plus you intensifies that. Like you, if they're running dive, you're gonna want to be sitting with your Ana, but then also, if they're running a Ryan Zarya comp, you want to stay with your tanks. Basically, just give your tanks the advantage over their Ryan. Because like their Ryan is gonna have a horrible time if he's getting stunned by you, smashed by their Ryan, they're like smashed by your Ryan, sorry. Your Ryan's getting bubbled and supported by you.
Off support?
I mean,
And if they're running dive, you can give their dive tanks a horrible
plays
time
Mercy.
against your
I
Ana.
play Mercy on a Moira.
But I don't think you're playing
Mercy's my
Brig.
worst hero.
Okay.
You're playing Ana, okay.
We got this team.
So I know this is trial, so I'm not going to be looking at okay, I'm not going to be looking at like the full like team coordination in as much detail, just because you guys have been thrown in as like six. Volk is a sub. He's meant to be watching these as a coach. But from you as Ana, I want to see it like we're going to be wanting to see you in a safe position. Where you can, because you're on defense, land like nades to give your Ryan more support rather than like offensive ones, and also like being vocal about your reload times, getting out of like staying in your LOS.
Oh, yeah, but I'm playing support that needs aim.
Monkey W, you need support
You aim at your
today.
teammates, and all that matters.
Just click
is
on
your
heads, lol. Okay. Randall Thor, try not to get picked by Widow, okay? Make sure you're positioned behind shield.
I was planning on getting picked by Widow, but I guess I won't.
I didn't mean to ruin it for you, sorry.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I didn't mean to, like, they have a Sombra.
You could just throw a random nade here,
You're close,
Yo,
right?
play back a little.
like because it'll slow them down.
Yep.
Give you guys more time to plan if
They're
you
on
anti
dive.
them.
If you win
Okay, they're on
dive.
dive. You are a main target for dive. If they dive the Lucio, he's just going to speed boost out. They can't really dive the tanks. I mean, they could dive a Hanzo, but he's going to burst their tanks before he lands. And Junk has his mines, so you are like the #1 target for their dive. And someone's just called out they have Diva Winston dive, so this should immediately change your thinking. You should be telling your Lucio to peel for you. I mean, you should be doing it anyway, but just making sure. You want to be playing in a much safer position, probably. Like, you can either go to the high ground, because then you can still heal your team. So, high ground, say, is like here. You are obviously here. Your team are here. If you were to go up to the high ground, you could still heal your team. And then if they dive you, so their tanks dive you, you can then drop. Your team come back, and there's a lot of arrows there. They peel for you, kill them, and then you just walk back up to the high ground. If that makes sense.
Okay, they're going around left. Meet them. Genji's Tigram. I'm on monkey. Charging.
You should be shouting at your LOS.
Monkey low.
Because he's,
Nice.
like, you
Coming
can't see
back to
him, so
point.
just shout at him, LOS.
Help our squishies.
This is
I'm on
nice.
Ana.
They're low. Lucio's low on point.
You should be using nade a lot more.
Nice, good job.
As soon as someone gets, like, as soon as they have, like, the
And a one.
I don't know what it's called,
Ana,
like, the
hold
red
right.
cross, I would nade. Especially if it's a tank. Because nade also increases the amount of healing they
Diva
take.
top, yeah. I'm gonna meet her.
It'll just mean you can heal them faster.
Diva top still. She's flying out. Go on, shoot her team.
No, they're back up.
I got hacked. Protect me.
I have nano.
Okay, you have nano? Yeah. Okay, so you're playing against dive. This will change like your nano target because your Rhine isn't going to be brawling or shouldn't be brawling their tanks as much in front line because they're running dive. Like if they're diving properly, they should be diving your back line. So you could nano your Zarya, your Hanzo, maybe even your Lucio, just to increase his healing onto you. Or obviously you can nano a tank to keep them up. But I'd say mainly Zarya and Hanzo.
Back up, Ryan. Back up.
I remember watching this, and I thought it was going to get a lot more people in that shadow, but it
Keep me up.
didn't. This is good positioning. Like right now, your Ryan's in the bubble. You should, Azana, you should be like shouting, out of bubble, or break bubble. Sorry, ignore light mode. Okay,
Keep
cool.
it behind, you're getting back.
Yeah, they're gonna have the MP.
Like you should just be a lot more vocal about where your team should be positioning
She
against
has
you,
EMP, she has EMP.
or with you, just so you can heal them.
I'm gonna grab after this.
Yeah, I can.
Monkey's in on
Driving
point.
now?
No bubble.
Getting
Monkey no
monkey,
bubble.
getting
Monkey no bubble. Monkey's low. 1/3.
Kill 3. Monkey,
Your
monkey,
mechanical
monkey.
play with Anna is very, very good. I guess that is also like your GM. You don't get to GM.
I have
Or
shatter
like
here.
your 4300 didn't get to 4300 being
What,
shit.
what do they have? Blade? Nano?
They have nano blade. No, they have Sombra.
They
and
do
then
have blade. They do have blade.
Nano
Keep me
blade?
Yeah.
Tank
You
ult?
should try and land
They
sleeps
have
onto
everything.
their
They have
tanks
everything.
more.
Literally everything.
Everything
No
is
beat.
No beat.
I have shatter here though. I'm gonna shatter Genji solo, okay? And don't just everybody put damage on Genji
Sorry,
when he
heals
shatters.
on point if you need it. So don't go too far.
You hear me? Focus Genji when he's in the ground.
He's
He's jump. Sorry. That's my fault.
Okay, you're fucked now. You have no cooldowns. I mean, this is a team thing which you guys won't actually like have a view of because you know, you guys are just a bunch of randoms thrown together. But ult tracking there, I think your Ryan did say that they had shatter, but no, that they had Dragon Blade. But like you personally, as a support, should be thinking about their flankers ults because you know they're going to be targeting you. So I don't like. You should be thinking, okay, there's Sunrise EMP. She's going to go for me and my Lucia. The Dangerous Blade is going to go for me. I went through yesterday about how to much easier sleeper blade. Makes sense. And Sombra's EMP, you just want to play around a corner. Like stand. I think if I back up a tiny bit, you can see.
Genji when he's in the ground.
he's
He's jump. Sorry.
Like
That's my fault.
just play this corner here. If you stand here, this is you. You still have like, and you sort of play here. You still have LOS onto your tanks there. You tell them to stay close to whatever this is called. Just say like stay close to left side. Yeah, I mean you can peek round if you need to, but then this means if someone comes in the EMP, she's not going to hit you, and if she really wants to hit you, she's going to solo EMP you, which isn't worth it. And then also you're out of LOS of their blade, so they get you mana from afterward. You're dead now.
Yep. Get out.
Okay, stop getting
Good
things,
kill.
please.
Try to kill Ana.
You can get back in if you can touch it.
Yeah, maybe you can touch. You have to stall for like 10 seconds though. Nice. Get on. Somebody stall next.
I see you're like me,
Okay,
just spray every couple of seconds.
Why you didn't go? What the fuck?
I didn't go. I thought you were stalling. I thought the guy on the left was
God.
stalling. I asked somebody else to stall. Okay, we're getting a Genji. He's
you're
happy.
alone. You're alone.
Yeah, I'm backing.
Like this is the main thing with Apple's comms. When he makes his calls, he doesn't really leave room for a lot of people to con, because he's just
They don't
like
have Genji
shouting
anymore or Nano.
and like not really cluttering it,
I
but
got
just
back.
making a lot of
Help
noise.
me.
They're
Nice.
attacking them. I don't know.
Good net.
Did you want?
That
Did
was
you
a
want?
good
Genji
bubble.
low. On Diva. She's low, very low. Kill Diva now. Nice. Monkey next. Lucio dead. Almost.
Too far. You're too
I know.
far.
I didn't mean to charge that way.
Monkey's half.
I'll get out. I'm dead.
Generally here, like your positioning is very good,
Back up.
I'm gonna grab
and your mechanics are good.
Okay,
And
you're
the
right.
only
We
reason,
grab.
but like this should be a lot harder for you. If they were coordinated, they would have dodged you. They're not doing it.
Oh,
Oh,
they reflected. Just get out.
Fine,
These
that's
are
beat
unlocked.
blade.
Like,
This is winnable. I have Shatter here.
you are not getting pressured by either of their tanks. So their D.Va and their Winston aren't pressuring you. Their Genji isn't really pressuring you. Their Sombra isn't either. Obviously, their Lucio and the Ana wouldn't really be unless they're like Lucio's a Reddick Lucio. So you are being allowed to do whatever you want because you're not getting pressured.
It's okay, Clark. It's okay. Okay, I Shatter here. They have no shield. Try to break Monkey's shield when you see it. They have no Monkey shield. As soon as it gets up. I'm asleep. Oh my god.
You could have
Try
known
to
it
kill
didn't
Sombra
matter
the second she
there.
tries to hack me, okay? I'll try to call it out. Nice fire. You win, you win, you win, you win, you win! Watch out for D.Va bomb. Nice. Play on cart, play on cart.
No, Lucio trap, Lucio trap.
Like, so that was an okay call of, like, I can't see you. But the Zarya doesn't know you're talking to her, so it, I mean, it should just be, LOS, sorry, LOS.
Can't see her.
Good job. Go to
Cart,
point, go
remember
to
cart,
point.
remember cart.
D.Va half, very low, very low, very low. D.Va. D.Va very one. D.Va out of mech.
You're not using sleep very much at all,
Lucio.
which,
There's a
Hit.
Genji
Like-
behind.
especially on tanks, like that D.Va was right in front of you. I know she's matrixing, but she dropped it at some point. Like, I would, you just need to be trying to sleep more.
Get you behind, no dash. Sombra, no,
Only Lucio here.
Because select targets,
Right,
practice,
right.
especially with a Hanzo and a
Right.
Rhine, they're
Same
free
with
kills.
EMP.
Okay, I have Shatter still. We have
Did
grab
you-
again, we have
did you
grab.
beat as
We have
well?
combo.
Okay, so you know they have EMP, and most
Oh,
likely
you're
play.
fine.
I'll
You're
hit
alone.
it this time.
They
I'll
can
hit
kind of,
again.
they can back cap.
So you can play this corner. You can tell your team to play payload or play close to payload and just play this corner here. Like you can peek round to heal them and then just go back and play safe. Because if you don't get, I know like a lot of Anna's healing output comes from her just like natural shooting, but if you can not get EMP'd, then you can win
Get out.
that fight for your
What?
team.
Get out, you already have ult, you're fine.
What?
Get
I
out!
was trying to get energy.
Top, tanks are top.
When Genji comes in, I'm gonna Shatter.
Sombra's looking for ult. Be careful.
Monkey 1 HP in this guy.
This
I
is
can't
good.
do it.
That was very good
I'm getting
placement.
Sombra. Nice. I'm going back to
There's two
point.
behind.
See, like, as soon as they put pressure on you, I mean, it was good placement away from the EMP, but, like, as soon as they put pressure on you, that you have trouble.
I'm with you. Ana.
But just the rest of the game, you have no
You're
pressure
alone,
at
you're alone,
all.
you're alone.
Sorry, you're not here?
No, there's three people behind.
Yeah, I had to get out. Okay, we have grabbed this fight. Just get out. We're not contesting. Genji's gonna blade this fight. They have no EMP.
You can play safe away from your own grav
Do
because,
they use beat?
like, they don't have a Zen for you to trans.
No.
Not trans,
Okay, we don't
fucking
have that.
anti.
Our ults can go through it though. I can charge somebody and grab.
Sombra's probably flanking right now.
Yeah, she doesn't have EMP though. Low threat, but try to damage her when she tries to hack me. I'm going point. Here he comes.
That is something we worked on.
Sombra one.
That's again.
He's one. He's half.
He's literally one. Nice, hit him.
Okay, I'm dead. Only Lucy heals.
It would be insane if you had to sleep on
Monkey's
the
low,
Genji
monkey's
as he
low.
was,
Monkey,
like, in
monkey,
his
monkey,
movement
monkey.
towards you.
Nice. Help me out.
You have no heals.
Net advisor?
Okay. You need to be
Ana, who's your
more
target for nanoing there?
proactive with your
Get in,
nanobles.
I tried nanoing
Oh,
you,
yeah.
but you died as I.
Like with the comp you're running and the second healer you're running, you will charge your nano very quickly, which is what you're doing. You're charging it very well and very quickly. You just need to be using it more proactively. Like instead of waiting for someone to get really, really low and like you seem to be sort of struggling with the decision whether to nano them or not. Like that Ryan, as soon as he goes to critical and you see there's a lot of targets on him, you just boom, you nano him and you keep him up.
Nano to you?
That's so weird. How does that even work?
I don't know.
It has a cast time, just like Mazel.
Projectile forehead.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
Yeah, it's really small. It happens.
Broken
Like
game!
it happens sometimes. It's really annoying.
Okay, monkey top.
Gino deflex.
Don't let me get hacked here. There it is.
You're playing very well away from the
I'm
EMPs.
dead.
Although
Hey, get back in the
Almost
spawn, get back
one.
in the spawn. Just go back, go back, go back.
I've actually seen all of
Okay,
this
yeah,
already.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
watching
yeah,
you for
yeah.
most of this game.
Nice. Good dragon.
I'm helping
Helping
Monkey.
Moira to contest.
I'm coming back, half shatter. Nice, good kill. I'm coming in, kill Genji, kill Genji.
He's gonna get me.
Lucio half.
There's not a lot to say like about this. I would.
Keep me up, keep
Okay.
me up.
You probably could have picked the Genji if you damaged all of them, but I'm not a Moira
Stall
player.
overtime.
And like, this is very hard to comment
Nice.
on because
Kill things,
it's
kill things.
forward kill things. Because it's
Anything
like
low?
it's you trying to retake. It's staggering. You're not. You know.
I'm shattering when I get out.
As an editor,
Fucking ads, dude. Okay. Hang on, like 1 sec. I'm gonna get. I think it's. What is it? I had a thing that I wrote stuff down about people. If I can reach it. Okay, I got it.
I got booped.
Where is it?
Stay on. Good job. Nice.
Targets.
I'm not out there, I can't call. Somebody else has to call.
I think like so your problem with Honor is not your mechanics at all. I think your sleep mechanics could use some work. Which for that I'd recommend just going into an FFA and like because there's usually a lot of flankers in FFA, then just practice sleeping people in that. Like I don't know, spend a couple of hours or maybe spend 10 minutes a day, or just like play 2 free-for-all games every day, or every time you log on, and just practice your sleeps. What did I write down? I think like so it's definitely not your mechanics. It's your. I think you just need to be more like aware of their team comp, what they have to pressure you, and like look at your nano usage as well. It's just general game sense stuff. I'm trying to. I wrote down something about you, but I can't find it. You also need to be more vocal. Like, I don't know if you ever watch ML7, but he's very, very vocal about when he's reloading, about when he's nading, when he's going to nano people, when he can't see people when they're out of LOS, when they're in a bubble, and I feel like he's very, very vocal about that. And I think it's just something you need to think about too, is just being very vocal to your tanks about like keeping them up, telling them, okay, shield up, I need to heal, I'm gonna nade you, I have nano, I'll nano you. Like nano is now also used to save people, but that doesn't mean that you can't use it like to proactively start a fight. You can practice this, like I practice this myself. I just go into a quick play game, play the hero that I'm like practicing shot calling on, or just being more vocal on, and I will just make the calls that I need to make. I don't even join the voice channel, I just say them to myself. And it works out.
Who's? Wait.
If you trust your Widow enough, hey, you could have gone Mercy, just pocket him, but...
Alright, what's our plan?
Go through left.
Left? Like bottom left, or just like main left?
Just go bottom left, and then we go in through, and then whatever side they're playing on, we go the opposite side.
Okay.
They're not playing on first high ground, they're playing back. Hanzo no jump for now.
Bubbling you.
Okay, I'm jumping out.
I can get full health.
Nice.
No, I'll do full
Okay, we're
watch.
going right side. Cross.
Okay, you're on attack now, and you're playing against Orion Zarya comp as well. So I would recommend using your nades more offensively.
Green, no flash, no flash.
So just try and find like weird angles
literally
or like
Ryan low,
tight angles just
Danielle's
to
going
throw a
to-
nade onto their Ryan. Like they're on a, she just
Mine's low,
naded your
mine's
back
low.
line, which means you have to play more safe.
Very low.
Ryan on Zarya,
Very
Zarya
low.
dead. Okay, I got it.
Following you, Lucio.
Zen behind still.
Analog.
So like I would recommend trying
They're all
to
hurt
land
right now.
more offensive nades onto their
Kill
tanks.
them,
Engage,
kill them,
okay,
kill
okay.
them, kill them.
Just
Nice
Anna.
job, Kalerk. Okay, keep going, keep going.
Anna no nade.
Stand point, stand
Half.
point.
Anna no nade half.
Job, I'm coming back.
Ryan's here. We can kill Ryan. Ryan's free.
On the
Ryan's
dead,
free.
okay.
That's sort of what you want to be doing. You can go for like flank nades as
You're behind,
well.
but that's
Bubble.
okay. We're pushing cart. Lucio, come back, Lucio. Nice job.
Fighting Hanzo up here.
You play a playstyle very similar to Gale,
Wait till we get to corner.
I'll have Nano.
Alright.
which I think it'd be very good if you could mix in sort of ML7's playstyle, which is he plays very flank based, which opens up a lot of space for his team. He'll just land like flank nades and flank sleeps.
They're playing main. They don't have a diva, so this should
Like
be
you could be looking to tell your Lucio to stay on
Grabbing
Sorry,
healing.
here.
We're gonna have
Then
Nano.
you flank like, if you want to combo shatter with your Ryan, you just flank round like around there or around there. You sleep their Ryan from behind, and then yours shatters.
Kill Zarya,
Tracer's
Zarya half.
behind right
She's
now.
jumping
Tracer
in dragon.
behind.
So this is
Zen,
very
Zen,
good.
Zen,
Like the
Zen.
kind of
Tracer
offensiveness you're showing now
behind.
is very very good.
Hanzo's on our right. Alright, nice. Tracer's behind
I
still.
have shatter still.
Do you want to aggressively shadow this fight? Like, and then Nano Ryan just fuck him up?
Mhm.
They're gonna have to rush the point to touch. Or actually, Tracer's
Try
gonna
to
touch
break
behind.
monkey shield or bait it out. Okay.
Tracer's gonna touch
Tracer
you
behind
behind.
still.
Tracer no blank. Tracer no blank.
Monkey's half right now. Monkey's half.
Tracer to recall. Diva low.
After this, I'm shattering.
That was just sort of a run and sleep. I would, yeah, just work on that.
Diva's low.
Monkey,
Tracer's
monkey.
behind me.
Diva's low. Diva won.
Tracer's behind you.
I'm on Ana. Half low. No nade. Good job.
Tracer's sitting.
Baby.
I'm on
Yep,
Diva, I'm on
you got
Diva.
baby. You got baby.
Diva.
Alright, nice.
This is good, very good.
They switched to Lucio instead of Ana. So they'll have trans, and
Yeah,
Genji
they're on
Blade.
full dive now.
Okay.
Trans, Genji Blade, and both Tinklties, unless they...
I don't have much time, so I can only do one map for now.
The right side, the right
Bottom right. Lucio's free.
Nice. Zen.
So that's what you want to like. That was a very nice sleep, and
I'm coming back to point. They have
that monkey's not completely taken out. He's in a bubble, but he can't put pressure onto you or your Hanzo or anyone. And you don't always have to save your sleep to land onto a flanker or something, because you have nade, which will usually push a flanker away, because of just the burst damage and how it heals you up. So you can land, like you can just proactively always use your sleep on tanks.
I threw it because I didn't know why you
It's
did
okay.
it.
Sorry, I was just doing it to clear him out.
Tracer
Yeah, that's sort
behind.
of an NA grab.
I'm charging to their spawn. Gonna try to kill Genji.
Tracer's right side, right back.
Nature right.
You're on
Genji dead. We're good. Try to get me out. Try to kill Lucio. Lucio half. Nice. Monkey.
Zen low right now.
Keep me up. Try to keep me up.
Yeah, no, I'm trying.
Monkey's half, Monkey's under half.
Even 1 HP.
Monkey's low. Get Monkey. Monkey on the right.
Nice.
Tracer and Diva 1 HP. They're both in spawn.
Keep me up here.
Genji's
shatter here.
going left side, I think.
Watch blade.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Tracer's on
Diva
card.
won.
Low.
So I was just running stuff down. You guys are just outplaying them. You're using ults better than them.
Purple, monkey.
You're,
Pushing out a bubble.
Lucy's low.
like, I know, you're just doing stuff that's not sleep.
Nice.
Okay,
Good job.
Good job, guys.
pretty sure they're this end of the map now. Alright. Can I do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I have 3 main points for you, which I hope are helpful. So number 1 is be more vocal. You can see like calls. If you just watch a couple ML7's videos on YouTube, I would recommend investing some time into that. You can notice how vocal he is and how vocal he will be about, like, if he's reloading, he'll be like, okay, reloading, play safe, or I'll call out when he's going to nano someone, or he'll call out LOS, can't see you, get out of bubble. Which you can just practice by going into a custom game sorry, not custom game, just go into quick play. Or comp or whatever, just practice that. I don't think you're in IGL, but you know, it'd be good to practice it just to help your team out more. This will work a lot in your favor. Then number 2 is that's an A. Nano use and targets. So your nano use was sort of a bit off. Like at some points the nanos were good. Others you just seemed a bit reluctant to use it. You can sort of take a look at the rate you're charging nano, which was extremely fast, and you can sort of use it like disposably. You were charging it every fight or every second fight, so you could you had the power to use it all the time, which you should have been doing. But like when someone was low or when someone was going to go in, you seemed a bit reluctant to use your nano sometimes. Which if the rate you're charging it, you can just use it whenever. What was the last thing? The last thing was just sleep darts, which just go into FFA or like get a custom game against. Oh my god, I did not destroy penis. Oh my, I'm making it worse. Jesus Christ. I need to get better at this shit. Or just go into a custom game with me or like someone who plays flankers and just get them to attack you, and you try and land sleeps on them. And like if you practice that for 10 minutes a day, you will get a lot better at it. So yeah, that is basically everything. If you have any questions or any like things to note, or if you think this review is just utter garbage, then please tell me, because I need to get better at this stuff. I sort of ignored the whole team element of it, just because you guys were thrown together randomly, and also Apple's IGL is a bit weird. Anyway, yeah, enjoy.